All right, buckle up, everybody, because today we're taking a deep dive into astrology.
Ooh, astrology. I love it.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool about this one is that you sent in a podcast episode that was only 3 minutes long.
3 minutes. Wow.
I know, right? So we're going to try to extract the cosmic juice from this, like, the super concentrated astrological goodness.
We're going to get to the good stuff.
Exactly. Like, what are the key insights from this 3-minute wonder? You know, by the end of this deep dive, you'll be able to drop some serious astro knowledge on your friends.
They'll be so impressed.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So let's start with the basics. Like, what is astrology really? Because I think a lot of people, when they hear astrology, they think of just like,
Horoscopes.
yeah, horoscopes, the little blurbs in the newspaper.
Right. Like, what's your sign? And that's it.
Yeah, but it's so much more than that, right?
It is. It's way deeper. This episode you shared talks about how people have been looking to the stars for like centuries.
Oh, yeah, for a really, really long time.
Yeah. I mean, it's ancient wisdom. It's this idea that the planets and the stars actually like influence us down here.
Whoa.
Yeah, their positions like when you were born, where they were in the sky, that like affects your personality and your life.
That's so wild. And to like make sense of all that, that's where the zodiac comes in, right?
Exactly. The 12 zodiac signs, think of them like archetypes. Each sign has its own like set of energies and traits.
Oh, okay. So like, for example.
Like Aries, think of them, they're like the fiery go-getters, always ready to take charge, right?
Oh, yeah, I know a few Aries like that.
And then you have Taurus, they're like the grounded, steady ones. You know, they love the good things in life. They're very sensual.
Okay, so those are like two totally different vibes.
Totally different vibes, yeah.
So those are like the building blocks, the zodiac signs.
The foundation.
Yeah. But then the episode talked about the big three, right? Your sun, moon, and rising signs.
Yeah, that's where it gets super personal.
Okay, so how does that work? Like, what are those?
So it's like if the zodiac signs are like the broad strokes, the big three, those are like your unique astrological portrait,
Oh, I like that.
like your cosmic ID card.
Right. Like instead of your address, it's got your potential.
Exactly. So your sun sign, that's your core identity, like the essence of who you are.
Okay, so like my driving force.
Yeah. And then you have your moon sign. That represents your inner world, your emotions, your feelings.
Ooh, so that's like the deeper stuff.
Exactly. And then finally, you have your rising sign, which is like the mask you show the world, like your first impression.
So like how people perceive me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so knowing all of this, like knowing your big three, your zodiac sign, how does that actually help you in life?
Well, the episode talked about this idea of using astrology for like self-awareness, not to predict the future, but to understand yourself better.
Right, like understanding your strengths and weaknesses.
Exactly. It's like once you know your strengths, you can play to them, and work with your weaknesses.
So that makes sense. So it's not about letting the stars control you.
No, not at all.
It's about like using the insights to make your own choices.
Yeah, to make more informed decisions in your life, in your relationships.
Oh, that's interesting. And, the episode also mentioned Mercury retrograde, which everybody always freaks out about.
Oh, yeah, Mercury retrograde. Everyone's like hiding under their beds.
But if you understand it, it can actually be helpful, right? Like
Yeah.
knowing when it's happening.
Totally. Like, for example, if you know Mercury retrograde is coming up, you might want to like double check your emails.
Or like hold off on signing any big contracts.
Exactly. Because communication can get all messed up during that time.
Oh, that is helpful. I'm going to have to remember that.
Yeah, put it in your calendar, Mercury retrograde.
So we've gone from like basic zodiac signs to Mercury retrograde to like all these like cosmic insights. And it all came from this like 3-minute podcast.
It's amazing how much they packed into that tiny episode.
I know, it was like this super dense star.
Yeah.
And then it got me thinking about this one line from the episode about cosmic rhythms.
Oh, yeah, the cosmic rhythms.
It said like, the moon has phases, the tides ebb and flow. What if we can like tap into those rhythms in our own lives?
It's a cool thought.
It is a cool thought, right? Like instead of always feeling like we're fighting against the current.
Yeah, like going with the flow of the universe.
Yeah. So what do you think that actually means, aligning with the cosmic rhythms? Like, how would you interpret that in your own life?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's something to think about, right? And I think that's the beauty of astrology.
It gets you thinking. It opens your mind to new possibilities.
Yeah, and if this deep dive has like piqued your interest, I encourage you to explore more.
There's a whole universe out there waiting to be discovered.
Literally.
Literally.
All right, that's it for our astrological adventure today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.